we join this match already in progress. As this is DrHooksMalone, I'd like to thank you for joining me for Ladies Night, episode 18. This is part 2, as I was viciously kicked off the internet. However, now, Selena Sane and Rachel Reyes of the Inmates. Her friend, Mercedes Cross, the third member of the Inmates. She will be no help to Rachel Reyes and Mercedes and Selena Sane here tonight. As Mercedes Cross suffer a beatdown at the hands of the rivals of the Inmates, Rachel Reyes and Selena Sane. The Coven taking out their friend Mercedes Frost after Mercedes Frost had abandoned them. Now Rachel Reyes and Selena Sane embroiled in a brutal battle against Menage a Trois. Two of the members, beautiful Brittany Spirit and luscious Laura Jackson, competing with their partner A+. Their manager suited up for battle here in this 3-on-2 handicap match. Rachel Reyes smashes Brittany Spirit into the mat with that choke slam. What a match, what a night of action we have here for you on Ladies Night, episode 18, part 2. The internet interrupting action. Or we will continue on. As now, Brittany Spirit tags out to her manager, A+, volunteering. Perhaps had something up her sleeve by participating in this match here tonight with her new clients, beautiful Brittany Spirit and luscious Laura Jackson. However, she gets hammered down now by Rachel Reyes, tagging in her partner, Selena Sane, the unpredictable lunatic, gonna climb up top. Looking to hit the insane elbow, and she does. A+ in trouble at the hands of Selena Sane. Luscious Laura just barely makes a save for her partner, Selena Sane, nearly putting away A+ right there. As Selena Sane, as she is far from that, biting the fingers of A+ and tossing Luscious Laura out like a sack of trash. Now Selena Sane fighting again. Selena, the runaway, the orphan inmate, never really having a home, never knowing who she is, what her last name is even. Now nails a huge lariat on A+. Selena Sane, she sure knows she can fight. Slingshotting around the outside. And nails that huge lariat. Now, beautiful Brittany Spirit makes a save, but Selena Sane looks to cut her off. This whole thing started when Brittany Spirit and Selena Sane bumped into each other backstage. Now Selena Sane knees Brittany Spirit's pretty face off and lays a slap into the face of luscious Laura Jackson. Selena goes for the full Nelson on A+. But his hip toss. A+ escaping the hold. Tagging out to her partner, luscious Laura Jackson, a member of Menage a Trois, their leader, Candy Casey Douglas. She will compete later on tonight when she faces the Louisville Slugger, Vinci Baleska, in our main event. That huge main event, as well as the Ladies Tag Team Championship, to be decided here tonight. Of course, all the women's titles being thrown into dismay by the Clown. The appearance of the Vicious Clown, holding 2 women's world championships. And now the title being vacated. We'll have to find out who the new Women's World Champion will be when we begin a tournament next week on Ladies Night. However, now, Selena Sane and Rachel Reyes locking up with two members of Menage a Trois, Luscious Laura Jackson and beautiful Britney Spirit, along with their manager, A+. Selena Sane and Rachel Reyes' friend, Mercedes Frost. She will be of no help. She was taken out earlier by the Coven. Now Selena in trouble at the hands of the Harlem Globetrotter cheerleader, Luscious Laura Jackson. Scoops up her rival, about to nail another famouser. Hops over the back and spikes Selena Sane's face into the mat. Now tagging out to her best friend and her partner, beautiful Britney Spirit, who may be in trouble at the hands of the large and in charge Rachel Reyes. Gets whipped into the corner. Rachel Reyes, the daughter of the unholy Thanos, betrayed by her very own flesh and blood. But now, gonna take her frustrations out on beautiful Britney Spirit, subject of the assault at the hands of Rachel Reyes. Tilt-a-whirl tosses Britney across the ring. Britney Spirit in trouble down on the mat. Rachel Reyes takes control here in this 2-on-3 match. But Luscious Laura makes the save for her partner, Britney Spirit. Rachel tosses Luscious Laura out of the ring. And Britney Spirit nails a huge flying leg lariat on Rachel Reyes, in trouble now at the hands of the beautiful cheerleader Britney Spirit. Gonna choke her out with that tennis shoe. A unique choke on behalf of Britney Spirit. However, still illegal. Get her out of the corner, ref. Choking away at Rachel Reyes, using the ring to her advantage. Britney Spirit now gonna stomp the hand. Rachel Reyes in trouble down on the mat here tonight. And what a night it is sure to be for the partner of Britney Spirit and Luscious Laura. Candy Casey Douglas will compete in the main event here against the #1 contender, Vinci Valeska. And what would happen with the career of Candy Casey Douglas if she were able to get a win over the #1 contender on the way into a championship tournament? Of course, the winner of that tournament, they will face Vinci Valeska. The winner of that match will be the new women's champion. Now Rachel Reyes up top, delivering an elbow drop. Britney Spirit in trouble now at the hands of the inmate. Misses the second elbow drop off the ropes. Beautiful Britney up to her feet. And it will be a unique tournament in order to decide a new women's champion, as every woman in the IWF will compete in multiple elimination matches. As now Rachel Reyes goes to work on beautiful Britney Spirit. And how would Rachel Reyes or Britney Spirit look with the Women's World Heavyweight Championship? The Women's World Championship wrapped around their waist. Imagine either one of them would look good. As now Rachel Reyes takes control over Britney Spirit. The Georgia cheerleader in big trouble now. Dragged up to the top rope and his powerbomb in the center of the ring. Britney Spirit in huge trouble. But A+ makes the save. The valedictorian stepping in for her client. Beautiful Britney Spirit in trouble at the hands of Rachel Reyes, who now scoops up A+ and smashes her into the mat as well. Rachel Reyes is on fire here tonight. As I said, perhaps taking out her frustrations over the betrayal of her father. Rachel Reyes still looks to get her hands on Victoria Lovecraft one day. Victoria, ducking and dodging, doesn't want to face Rachel Reyes. Perhaps one could understand why when you see the damage that she is inflicting right now on all three members of this team. Luscious Laura Jackson, beautiful Britney Spirit, and A+, all in trouble at the hands of the two inmates. Selena Sane, the unpredictable one, tags in. The Luscious Laura with a beautiful series of kicks. Nails Selena. Luscious Laura Jackson trying to take control over Selena. However, Selena nails her with a huge knee to the face. Luscious Laura down on the mat. A+ in the ring. And Luscious Laura just barely makes it out of that pin there. Selena Sane tossing A+ to the outside. Can Selena and Rachel Reyes get the win over three competitors here tonight? As two members of Menage a Trois, Luscious Laura Jackson and beautiful Britney Spirit, the cheerleaders teaming up with their new professor, A+, the valedictorian, says that she can put Luscious Laura and Britney Spirit back on track. But now Rachel Reyes, she just tossed A+ like a sack of potatoes. A+ down on the mat in trouble. And that's it. Rachel Reyes dominating here tonight as the inmates pick up the win. The inmates able to overcome this 2-on-3 handicap situation as they were backed into a corner. Selena Sane and Rachel Reyes came out fighting. A+ easily overcome by Rachel Reyes. And now you see Rachel Reyes and Selena Sane celebrating in the ring as their inmate friend Mercedes Frost nurses her wounds in the back, a victim of her own indecision. As up next, we're going to see a huge showdown between two huge superstars as the Olympic gold medalist, Yuta Abe, the woman to your left. She will be accompanied by her new alliance, her new acquaintances, the Great Shibata, as well as the massive Man Mountain, the thrilling sumo superstar Yoshihana, and the Great Shibata accompanying Yuta Abe here tonight as we are a week away from going big in Japan. At that event, Yuta Abe and the Great Shibata, they're gonna team up to do battle against the women that you see to your right. But tonight it's Yuta Abe in singles action against her rival, the Australian MMA enthusiast and wildlife specialist, Spunky Douglas. Spunky, a member of the Good Girls, will be accompanied by her returning friend, Hikari. Hikari, set to do battle against Yuta Abe and the Great Shibata. However, tonight she looks to lend some moral support once again to her friend Spunky Douglas. And what will happen when Yuta Abe and the Great Shibata take on the Good Girls when we go big in Japan? We'll have to find out in 1 week. As now Yuta Abe and Spunky Douglas look to settle their differences. Spunky Douglas, the focus of Yuta Abe's aggression for months now. Yuta running in on Spunky's grudge match against her sister, putting the precious family heirloom of the ruby slippers on the line. Tonight, Candy Casey Douglas, after getting the help of Yuta Abe, she'll be able to try to use those slippers on Finchie Baleska. However, now Yuta Abe goes one-on-one with Spunky Douglas in a grudge match for the ages. 2 MMA specialists. Spunky holding 1 win over Yuta Abe. Can Yuta get that win back here tonight? We'll have to find out in the Thunderdome with DrHooksMalone, Ladies Night episode 18, part 2. Thank you for joining me for this great night of action. A night of confusion, as we still don't know who our women's champion is. Cutie Pie, unavailable, being replaced by her alternate personality of the clown and a mystery clown.
Making her way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan,
Yuta Abe making her way to the ring, being accompanied by the Great Shibata, as well as the Man Mountain Yoshihana, following closely behind. Yuta Abe and the Great Shibata will participate in the Women's Championship Tournament to begin next week. However, when we go big in Japan, they will be in tag team action, squaring off against the Good Girls, looking to build momentum on their way into that massive tag team match. Spunky Douglas and Hikari teaming up against the Great Shibata and Yuta Abe in the land of the rising sun. But tonight, Yuta will look to take out the woman that she blamed for her lack of success early on.
Representing the Good Girls from Sydney, Australia,
Spunky Douglas to be accompanied by her partner Hikari. Hikari, the rival of the Great Shibata, looks to square off against her longtime rival, as well as the Olympic gold medalist Yuta Abe, recently upset and disgruntled with her position in the IWF. Yuta Abe blaming the lack of success on Spunky Douglas. Says that Yuta says that she wants to erase Spunky Douglas and take her spot here on Ladies Night in the IWF.
Do you guys have any expectations for this superstar as this match gets underway?
As Spunky Douglas, the Australian MMA specialist, being accompanied by her partner Hikari, goes one-on-one with Yuta Abe. The Great Shibata and Yoshihana watching on from the outside, as Yuta takes an early lead over her rival. Spunky able to kick out at 2. Yuta Abe and Spunky Douglas competing one-on-one. And one would think this would be the main event of Ladies Night tonight. However, Spunky's jealous, petty, bitter little sister campaigning to make her match the final match of the night, the main event, as Candy Casey Douglas squares off against Finchie Baleska. Now Yuta Abe on the attack with a dive through the ropes. What a move from little Yuta. taking charge. However, Spunky Douglas able to come back. It's a dragon screw leg whip, but then gets kicked in the face. The usual MO for Yuta Abe. But now slamming Spunky Douglas into the steps. Right out there amongst her associates, Yuta Abe scoops up her opponent and rival Spunky Douglas and tosses her to the side. Who will come out on top here tonight? Yuta Abe and Spunky Douglas going one-on-one. And who will come out on top? Probably go big in Japan with the great Shibata and Yuta Abe teaming up to take on Hikari, as well as her partner Spunky Douglas, the woman in action right now. Spunky tossed to the outside. Can she recover and defeat Hikari here tonight? And how will these women fare when they participate in the Women's Championship Tournament that begins next week to crown a vacant Women's Champion? As now, Yuta Abe takes a reverse DDT from Spunky Douglas. Spunky avoiding the assault of little Yuta. So skilled in her attack.
And set right into the corner.
Now Yuta using the ropes to her advantage. Spunky in big trouble. Can she overcome her rival? Not just her rival, but an Olympic gold medalist. Now Spunky back in control with knockdowns. Into the corner. Spunky in control. Tilt-a-whirl. Into a hammerlock. That's the Spunky lock. The Spunky lock is applied. But Yuta Abe able to escape the hold. Yuta knows her submission holds well. Now taking control with the educated feet. Drives the knees into the midsection once again. On Spunky Douglas in trouble down on the mat. The Australian superstar, she's got to get it together. Getting stomped away by young Yuta. Now Spunky on guard. Here comes Yuta. Kicking the arm. Spunky in trouble now. Takes a big spin kick. Yuta Abe just puts away Spunky Douglas with ease. Yuta Abe dominating her rival here tonight. What a match, Spunky, a game competitor. Bring her A game here tonight, however, getting caught by Yuta Abe. Yuta Abe just took her head off with that spin kick.
Here is your winner,
Yuta Abe. Being accompanied by the great Shibata and Yoshihana. In 1 week in Big in Japan, Yuta Abe and the great Shibata, they will team up to do battle against the good girls Hikari and Spunky Douglas, the woman just defeated with ease here tonight by the Olympic gold medalist Yuta Abe. Takes the win here on Ladies Night with DrHooksMalone. This is episode 18, part 2. I encourage you to check out part 1. You can do that later as the tag team titles are on the line. Of course, the tag team championship being thrown into dispute by the appearance of two clowns carrying 2 women's world championships, both defeating Princess Kong and Narasha last week on Ladies Night. Now Kong and Narasha, the tag team champions. They want revenge on Cutie Pie and whoever her mystery associate may be. Of course, Cutie Pie unavailable, missing in action, only represented by her alternate personality. Cutie Pie being plagued by multiple personality disorder, doesn't know who she is or where she is. However, now being accompanied by someone else, perhaps taking advantage of the situation and dressing as the clown. Who could the second clown be? We'll have to find out. Both the clowns will be in action later on tonight as they were challenged by Cutie Pie's ex-girlfriend, Americana. Americana looking to face the clown. However, now that there's two, she said that she would just face both of them head on. But now we will see the Women's Tag Team Championship defended. Who will take the titles into the match to settle the dispute against two clowns? Will Princess Kong and Narasha defend here tonight and get the opportunity to face their rivals, Cutie Pie and the Mystery Clown? Or will Angelita and Corazona become the new tag team champions?
World Women's Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers.
Here we go, gentlemen.
Los Angelicas, Angelita, and Corazona looking to become two-time tag team champions here tonight. Can they do so at the expense of the massive Princess Kong and our bodyguard and handler Narasha? Angelita and Corazona fighting hard to get this opportunity, qualifying by defeating Star Fox and Mosquita Guerrera, winning the tag team championship.
Here on Thanksgiving.
They should feel honored, Cole.
However,
As you
quickly
know,
losing
Thanksgiving
those
has a long-standing
titles.
tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Now Angelita and Corazona with another opportunity. Will not back down from the massive champion,
Ready for a fight.
Princess Kong.
And introducing the champions. They are the World Women's Tag Team Champions.
The champ comes into his
Princess Kong and Narasha, the Women's Tag Team Champions.
You just have to make sure you don't lose. That is the
Defeating and laying waste to everyone in their path. Narasha, the one that actually got the pin and the win. However, Princess Kong, she grabbed both belts and held them up by herself. Kong, she wants to take all the credit. However, perhaps Princess Kong could be the key to success.
Hey guys, what a thrill it must be for these superstars to compete here on
As who
Thanksgiving.
could possibly defeat
this day has meant to this industry
this
over the
tag
years.
team?
For decades, Thanksgiving has been one of the biggest nights of
Corazona and Angelita, Los Angelicas, will attempt to do the impossible here tonight and overcome the massive Princess Kong, as well as Narasha, the tag team champions, who will go on to face the two women's world champions that threw the world title into dispute, as well as these tag team titles. Now with two sets of tag team champions, we look to crown the true tag team champions. However, only one of these teams can go into that match. Will Princess Kong and Narasha get to face their rivals in the two clowns, or will it be Corazona and Angelita squaring off against Cutie Pie and her associate? As now Corazona just gets pounded up into the air by Princess Kong. The massive and mighty Kong in control now. Goes for the avalanche. Down for the pin already. Corazon in trouble. No. Corazon kicks out. Nearly put away within the first minute of the match. Princess Kong now. Tossing Corazon like a rag doll. Gets the tag out to her partner, Narasha. Narasha, normally the manager, a bodyguard and handler of Princess Kong. Now the tag team partner. Narasha, a woman of mystery. Not much is known about her as she likes to keep things secret. A secretive woman.
This isn't going to be...
Now it's a beautiful neck breaker. Angelina in trouble down the neck and stomped in the face by Narasha. Up top, went for a springboard DDT, got nothing. Angelina was too short. Now dragging Angelina to the corner. The champion still in control.
Double team action on the way.
Narasha tossing Angelina into a big boot. As little Angelina is in big trouble. Gets hammered down on the mat by the massive tag team champion, Princess Kong. In control. Angelina just now. The Angel's wings. Princess Kong being scooped up by little Angelina. Unbelievable. But now tosses Angelina. Princess Kong regaining control over the challenger, the little Angel, who gets choke slammed into the mat. Angelina and Corazon fighting so hard, working so hard to get her to challenge the champions. But the championship being thrown into dispute. Which one of these teams can settle that dispute? Narasha nails that diving DDT this time. The springboard connects, but Corazon able to save her partner Angelina. Now Corazon tossed to the outside. Angelina escapes and gets a dragon screw leg whip. Angelina with a moonsault. Narasha in trouble now. The challengers fighting back with heart and determination as Angelina gets a drop kick and another moonsault. Narasha down for the pin. But no, easily kicking out as Princess Kong watches her partner closely from the outside. Angelina trying to take control of the match. Narasha getting back in and out with that suplex side slam. Angelina desperately crawling to her corner and making the tag out to Corazon, who must face the massive Princess Kong. And she just walked right into a power bomb. 2 power bombs in the hands of the mighty Kong. Smashes Corazon into the mat once again and gets the pin. The tag team champions, Princess Kong and Narasha, dominating their competition here tonight. Angelina and Corazon clawing their way to the top, only to be swatted down by the giant Princess Kong. Stomping out Corazon, who will come out on top when Princess Kong gets another shot against her rival Cutie Pie.
And still the World Women's Tag Team Champions.
And the winner celebrating
Princess Kong and Narasha. Of course, Kong taking the titles for herself.
For my money,
Princess
this is the
Kong
best women's tag team around.
looks to not only defend, but to unify those tag team championships with the current women's championship in dispute, as there are 2 belts. Now Princess Kong and Narasha, the women's tag team champions, look forward to facing off against Cutie Pie and whoever her mystery partner is in 2 Clowns. As up next, we will see said clowns in action. Americana looking to take on her ex-girlfriend Cutie Pie after she was viciously attacked and taken out of action by a mystery clown. Who knows which one it was? Was it the mystery woman, whomever she may be? Or was it Cutie Pie herself? It matters not, as here tonight, Americana challenging not one, but both of the clowns. Would rather face both of them head on than have the other one sneak up on her. Americana versus 2 Clowns. Coming up next on Ladies Night with DrHooksMalone, I'd like to thank you for joining me for our episode 18 part 2. Certainly Cutie Pie's life in dismay. Very confused as Cutie Pie is unable to control what she does. Whenever the clown takes control of her mind, the clown, a protective alternate personality, only comes out when it feels that Cutie Pie is threatened. Now Cutie Pie, suddenly caught off guard by the appearance of a mystery clown, a person of whom she has no idea who she is. And the real confusion, the true confusion lies in the appearance of the clown on so many occasions. Which one of them was it? Has Cutie Pie always been 2 people?
Making her way to the ring from the good old USA, the All-American
Americana, sister of the filthy rich brat Johnny USA, however disowned by her very own brother for her choice of lifestyle. Once he discovered the relationship that Americana once had with Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie, unfortunately, spoiling that relationship as she was just toxic and poison to be around. Americana had to break free and get out on her own. But it seems as though Cutie Pie and the clown, they just keep dragging Americana back into it. Now Americana looks to take out not one, but 2 clowns here tonight. Fed up with the antics of Cutie Pie, says she doesn't even care if Cutie Pie can control it or not. And tonight, she's gonna just take them both down. And now the appearance of this strange duo of mystery women. We know one of them is Cutie Pie, but we don't know which one. One of them was the women's champion, but which one? The other appearing out of nowhere. But now Cutie Pie Out of control. Missing in action. We cannot contact Cutie Pie. All we have now are these two clowns.
And her opponents. Take a look at the talent in competition here. You can see exactly what
Cutie
the
Pie
WWE
and the
universe
mystery
so
clown,
eager to
whomever
put
she
this
may be. Throwing not just the women's championship into dispute, but the women's tag team championship. Now Princess Kong and Narasha victorious in their title match against Angelita and Corazona. They will be forced to face off against two clowns if they want to unify the women's championship.
Here on Thanksgiving.
They should feel honored, Cole.
Of course, there can only be one women's champion. There can only be one set of tag team champions. We'll have to find out who the women's champion will be when a tournament begins next week. As now Americana will take on not one, not just her ex-girlfriend Cutie Pie, but a mystery woman that looks and acts exactly like her. As one of the clowns locking on a chokehold early, Americana already in trouble. Takes a kick to the gut. And the clown, nails a 450 splash into the guts of Americana. Americana down for the count already. At the hands of these mystery competitors. And we're back up with a tilt-a-whirl head scissor. It's not going to be that easy to take out the All-American super athlete. As she is tossed to the outside. Americana, certainly in a very confusing set of circumstances, as she was originally idol worshipped by Cutie Pie. Cutie Pie being obsessed with Americana, following her around everywhere. Cutie Pie freaked out Americana for a long time, but then Americana accepting her into her life, and then becoming a couple. However, Cutie Pie's dissociative identity disorder taking over and taking control with the appearance of Curve, Cutie Pie's ex-boyfriend. Curve ruining everything. As now Cutie Pie has been thrown for a loop ever since. And now some mystery woman looking to take advantage of the situation. But Americana, she doesn't care, she's going to take them both down. Hammering down on one of the clowns in that flying clothesline. Americana taking control. Northern Light suplex. Can Americana come out on top here tonight on Ladies Night and finally put her demons to bed? Cutie Pie with a handspring. Maybe not Cutie Pie, who knows? Americana able to kick out of that Pele kick. Americana gonna fight with everything she has, but now getting stomped down. As now another clown comes up from behind on Americana. She smashes the other one. She went for that red, white, and blue thunder bomb, but got caught. Americana being overpowered by the numbers game. As now Cutie Pie and the mystery woman on the attack. We still have no idea who this other clown could be. Cutie Pie with a dive to the outside and misses Americana. Or could that be the mystery woman? We still don't know the difference between these two clowns. And who could that be? Under that costume and that paint.
She wants to take her to outside the ring, it seems.
As now Americana goes for another tilt-a-whirl head scissor. Reaching into her bag of tricks. On the outside. The cutie pie, or the clown, catches Americana with a rolling roundhouse kick. And now back to work with a claw. One of those vicious, evil clowns trying to crush the skull of Americana. Can Americana escape the assault from these deadly clowns?
What's the plan here?
She has her target weighed and measured. Slingshot.
As now, one of the clowns rolls in and nails the X Factor. The other rolls in to mimic the first. 3 count as the cutie pies, the 2 clowns, defeat Cutie Pie's ex-girlfriend Americana. On a warpath here tonight, thought she could take them both down. However, the 2 clowns, the women that threw the Women's Championship and the Tag Team Championship into dispute, victorious here tonight over Americana.
Here are your winners.
And what a victory, surviving and ultimately
The
thriving
2
in a match like
clowns
this.
with a trombone,
We just witnessed quite the
victorious here
combination of
tonight.
in-ring
2
savvy
women's champions throwing the titles into dispute. Now they will face the women's tag team champions to unify the titles that they hold. As 2 clowns will go up against Narasha and Princess Kong. However, now in our main event, it's going to be the leader of Menage a Trois, the jealous, petty Barbie doll brat, Candy Casey Douglas, looking to settle an old score with her rival Finchy Baleska, the Louisville Slugger. Candy Casey Douglas getting involved and interfering in Finchy Baleska's matches, back when Finchy was champion especially. Now Candy Casey Douglas being accompanied by A+, adding the Harvard graduate and valedictorian into her arsenal. Does she have a genius plan here tonight to beat the Louisville Slugger? Or will the #1 contender, Finchy Baleska, come out on top? Of course, next week, the Women's Championship Tournament begins. The winner of said tournament will face the #1 contender, Finchy Baleska, one-on-one. The winner of that match will be the new Women's World Champion. Cutie Pie will be stripped of the title. She will not be allowed to compete. However, Cutie Pie and her mystery associate, now that they have 2 world titles, those will be put on the line in a tag team title match to unify the belts. Both the titles in dispute. However, Finchy Baleska getting a bye into the finals, who can face the Louisville Slugger after she defeated 2 clowns by herself in a tables match. Tonight, she'll go on one-on-one with Candy Casey Douglas. If Candy Casey Douglas can get the win over the #1 contender here tonight, would she replace Finchy Baleska in the finals of the tournament? We'll have to find out. That's now Candy Casey, the wielder and owner of the ruby slippers, the precious family heirloom of her dead mother, that which she stole, much to the chagrin of her sister, Spunky Douglas.
Is scheduled for 1 fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by A, from Sydney, Australia, K.C. Douglas,
Candy Casey Douglas, the jealous, petty, Barbie-doll brat bitch of a sister of the Australian superstar Spunky Douglas. Tonight, Candy Casey Douglas campaigning for the main event spot, pushing her sister down the card so that she can showcase her skills against Finchie Valeska. However, Candy Casey Douglas may be met with a rude awakening at the hands of the Louisville Slugger. Not to be underestimated is the #1 contender. Can Candy Casey Douglas lock on that Candy Crush and force her opponent to submit her tonight? We'll have to find out. Finchie Valeska and Candy Casey will go one-on-one in our main event here on Ladies Night with DrHooksMalone. 1 week away from going big in Japan here in the IWF, where we know the main event will be the massive Yoshihana taking on his rival Sumo Show. That's right, Yoshihana and Sumo Show. They're going to go one-on-one when they go big in Japan. But now Finchie Valeska makes her rival.
Kentucky,
The Louisville Slugger, Finchie Valeska. Hopefully on her path back to the Women's World Championship, that which she was viciously cheated out of by Cutie Pie, surprising her. Now Finchie Valeska, after overcoming both of the clowns at once, qualifying to become #1 contender, who can climb the ranks of the IWF Ladies Division in order to square off against the great Finchie. One-on-one. Can Finchie regain her Women's World Championship? Or will she be defeated by an incoming challenger? As we will have a unique Women's Championship tournament, but it will be grueling to say the least. The winner of that tournament will be a force to be reckoned with. That is for sure. As now Finchie Valeska takes an early lead over her rival Candy Casey Douglas. The spoiled brat down on the mat now. Coming back with right hands of her own. Gets a sweet tooth into the mouth of Finchie Valeska. Finchie now takes control, drags Candy Casey over to the ropes. Gonna take control of the match.
More in store.
Slingshotting over with an axe handle to the back of the head of Candy Casey Douglas. The Louisville Slugger on the outside now, as you see the valedictorian A+ on the watching on. Her clients in Menage a Trois, Candy Casey Douglas in action. Force A+ was defeated earlier on by likes of Selena Saint and Rachel Reyes of the Inmates. Can Candy Casey do an A+? Could not be victorious here tonight as she turns the tables on Finchie Valeska, stomping and kicking away into the face of the young Louisville Slugger. Candy Casey going to work on the hands, trying to prevent that big right hand. The knockout punch from Finchie Valeska. Now Finchie comes back with a neck breaker. Candy Casey down on the mat. Finchie calling her to her feet. Springboards up. Beautiful Louisville Slugger from the outside. Candy Casey able to kick out Oh, that springboard forearm smashing her right in the jaw. Now Vinci to the top rope. Elbow drop from the top. Vinci Nelson finisher. No, Candy Casey Douglas able to get the shoulder up. And the little Australian brat now kicking away with those ruby slippers. Looks to wrap Vinci up in the Candy Crush. The Candy Crush is applied. Will she force Vinci to submit? Vinci escapes the hold. Can the number one contender overcome Candy Casey Douglas here tonight in our main event of Ladies Night? As now she eats another sweet tooth. The knee connects with the mouth. And now using the slipper to scoop up Vinci. Spinning back kick. Vinci Molesca in huge trouble. No, able to kick out. Candy Casey Douglas is stunned. Candy Casey Douglas. Desperate now. Doesn't know what to do to put away the number one contender. Candy Casey back to the educated feet. Tosses the Louisville Slugger across the ring by the hair. Vinci Molesca in trouble on the mat. Getting her hand stomped once again. Candy Casey trying to take the sting off of those punches. Vinci coming back with rights and lefts nonetheless. Now up for Hurricanrana. Unorthodox offense from Vinci Molesca. Candy Casey Douglas. Nelson jawbreaker. Vinci kicks Casey off. Now to the outside. Can she hit another springboard? Casey, a burning disaster. Dodges out of the way of that springboard Louisville Slugger. But now Vinci needs some pretty face off of Candy Casey Douglas. Yanks her up. Vertical suplex. Pulling out the textbook. Vinci Molesca. Back to work. German suplex connects. The Louisville Slugger in control now. Climbing to the top. Candy Casey is down. She nails the fist drop from the top. No, Candy Casey Douglas survives the timing fist drop. Vinci Molesca going back to the drawing board, back to work on Candy Casey. Casey sweeps the legs. Can Candy Casey Douglas, the spoiled brat, get the huge win over the number one contender tonight? Or will Vinci Molesca rise to the occasion once again and defeat her rival Candy Casey? Candy now hammering down with right hands on Vinci. Vinci Molesca in trouble, getting scooped up by her rival. Candy Casey now wrapping her up. Candy wrapper connects. Vinci Molesca with her face smashed into the mat. In deep trouble. Does Candy Casey have her here? 1, 2. No, Vinci Molesca survives the Candy wrapper. Candy Casey Douglas throwing everything she has at the Louisville Slugger. However, Vinci Molesca fighting with the heart and determination. Now sunk down to the mat by her hair. Candy Casey will bend the rules. However, she needs to in order to get the advantage over her rival. Vinci in trouble now. Once again at the hands of Candy Casey, applying the Candy Crush. Vinci Molesca down in the center of the ring. Will she be forced to submit? Candy Casey Douglas nearly forces Vinci Molesca to submit. Now Vinci is down. Vinci gets the ropes. Just barely escaping that pinfall. At the hands of Candy Casey Douglas. And what a match, what a main event we have here on Ladies Night. Vinci. Now's another neck breaker. Candy in trouble now. Casey Douglas down on the mat. Vinci Molesca. Springboard Louisville Slugger connects. She's got her. 3 count. Vinci Molesca. The #1 contender comes out on top once again. Candy Casey Douglas will go home defeated and disappointed at the hands of the Louisville Slugger. With a beautiful springboard forearm, knocking Candy Casey's lights out. Vinci Molesca, the #1 contender, seemingly unstoppable here on Ladies Night.
Here is your winner, Molesca.
She's got to be proud of
Wait a second. What is Laninia Navo doing here? Laninia Navo rolling up Vinci Molesca, flying an Indian deathlock. Laninia Navo recently being forced to become not just the assistant of Queen Crystal, however, the mascot of the casino that Queen Crystal looks to open. Now Laninia Navo clearly set to attack Vinci Molesca. Navo jumping, the #1 contender, the Louisville Slugger. Trying to come back now with lefts and rights. Knocks out the Navajo Kid. Laninia Navajo clearly set on a mission of destruction as an assassin to take out Vinci Molesca by Queen Crystal. But Vinci takes control. No! Gets spiked into the mat. Laninia Navo attacking Vinci Molesca here. And what does this mean for Vinci Molesca, the #1 contender? After she is jumped by Laninia Navo, now the mascot of Queen Crystal. And what a strange ending to a strange episode of Ladies Night with DrHooksMalone. I'd like to thank you for joining me. So I'd like to thank my friends. Make sure you check out Thriller Championship Wrestling. TCW is killing, thrilling, and chilling. Go check out Spike Tonic and see what he's up to. Like and subscribe to TCW, as well as the TWC and Fight Universe. Like and subscribe to Fight Universe today, as well as the SSW, Southern Smoke Wrestling. Go like and subscribe, and check out Gaming Alternative Media Entertainment with the FMW and more, as well as Non-Stop Extreme Wrestling, DNEW with great content. And check out VWE TV, Sergio, bring you great matches, as well as Clinton's War Production with the OWF and more at Clinton's War Productions. And see TO's Gaming Channel, that's TO''S Gaming Channel. Travis Oliver bringing you high-quality superstars. And see Blaze Radio with Blaze and the awesome friends. Like and subscribe, and check out the ASPW Network, as well as Calvin Ricks, bringing you the House of Ricks. Then see the United E-Fed Wrestling Network with great content, as well as the RHW Network. And see Ryan Steele with the Steel Academy Showcase, with a special thank you to Citizen Monk, Xenofon, Big Chuck, David Brewer, and all my friends. I'd like to thank you for joining me for Ladies Night, Episode 18, Part 2. What a night of confusion as we look to crown a new women's champion. The tournament will begin next week, as well as the Tag Team Championship to be decided, as Princess Kong and Russia, they'll finally square off against two clowns, two cutie pies, Let's just see what happens on the next episode.